And 60% of your income is going to end up paying invoices. And then you should get something back from doing that. We think you should have some benefits and rewards by doing that. Our customers, I think most of them actually looking forward to paying their bills because they know that, for example, they can get rewards from the card companies by using the card in the app. And also they can see the send points ticking up, and it's kind of cool.
Elin, nice meeting you. Thank you so much for coming and spending time with us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Let's just start by telling us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Yeah. So I'm Elin. I live just outside Oslo, and I'm the COO at Bilkill.
All right, Elin, tell us a little bit about the value proposition for Bilkill and what's the main problem in the market that you're solving.
Yeah. So market as is now, mostly it's traditional online banking. So you pay your invoices from your account in your online bank. And you get no incentives by doing that. So there's no price at the end of it. The only thing is that you have to pay on time to avoid the penalties. So no one is eager to pay their bills when they get in your bank or you get them in the mail or anything. And we wanted to change that so we can give customers the opportunity to earn benefits and rewards by paying their bills. And make them, of course, avoid the penalties because they want to pay on time. And 60% of your income is going to end up paying invoices. And then you should get something back from doing that. We think you should have some benefits and rewards by doing that. And we let the customers choose their favorite card or the card that gives you the most benefits, and get rewards from that. And also in the app you get rewards for paying your bills on time.
Right.
So we want to get rid of the penalties.
Right.
So I think it's human nature. You prefer incentives for penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So you help customers pay on time.
Yeah.
You help them avoid penalties. You give them the option to pay with card, and you reward them for doing that.
Yeah.
All with one app.
All with one app, and you can choose any card that you desire to use. Amex, Visa, MasterCard. So it's completely up to customers how they want to pay, if they want to pay by debit or credit, or yeah.
So on top of that, there's a possibility of also cashing in on the rewards that the particular cards would give users when they use them to pay.
Yeah, and it adds flexibility and increased liquidity.
Yes.
If you are interested in that.
Well, that seems like a really strong value proposition.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and then you mentioned that you reward users for paying on time. So how is the reward, or how do you reward them?
We have something in the app called send points.
Uh-huh.
So we have kind of gamified that invoice payment. So if you pay your invoices on time, you get points for paying on time, and more if you pay them the day the invoice hits your app,
Mm-hmm.
and a bit less if you pay them on the day they're due. for example.
Okay, so you reward even more if they pay earlier than.
Yeah.
Right, and then what can I do with the send points?
Later phase, they can convert these send points into cash, or not into cash, but you can use them to pay your invoices in the app.
Right.
Or a part of paying the invoices. Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
There's this psychological phenomenon called the pain of paying.
Yeah.
That's just that we experience pain every time we pay.
Yes.
So you're actually countering that by saying, well, yeah, okay, there might be a pain, but actually I'm getting a reward, so
yeah.
It's
And also our customers, I think most of them actually looking forward to paying their bills, because they know that, for example, they can get rewards from the card companies by using the card in the app. And also they can see the send points ticking up, and it's kind of cool.
Right. So am I right in assuming that previously it was not possible to pay bills with a credit card? You had to always do it like account payments.
Most traditional online banking is account.
Yeah.
So you can only pay from one of your accounts to the issuer.
Right. So for example, if I have a credit card that gives me air miles, I can now use that to pay my bills and get air miles plus send points.
Yes.
That's a clever idea. I like that. That's really cool.
Yes.
Okay. I also I understand that you focus a lot on financial literacy.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit why is that a problem? Especially I think in Europe, I've seen statistics that up to 80% of adults are financially illiterate.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit why is that happening?
I think that consumers don't always see the consequences of their spending. I'm not sure, but it seems like we need to have some more focus on that you have to pay it back with interest. So,
right.
And what we do is that actually we are showing you, you can in the app, for example, see your all your credit card debts. So you can go in and you can choose to pay the whole, for example, or you can ask for a payment plan. And I think that is because even though our customers can pay their bills with credit cards or other cards, we are not on the offering side of credit cards, if you see what I mean. We're not offering them credit.
Okay.
We're helping them to pay off their debts.
Yeah. I understand that the business model for Bilkel is based on a subscription basis, right? The users pay a monthly fee.
Yeah.
Now, what have been the main challenges of introducing a product to market with perhaps a business model, which in this case a subscription business model, which is perhaps not the traditional way in which users are accustomed to paying for these type of services?
We haven't had many, call it complaints or challenges with that. I think that consumers are aware that new fintechs are coming in, and it's changing the traditional services, and that they might have to pay for that. But it's kind of a cost benefit. It's up to each consumer to see what is the benefit and what do I have to pay for it. And as we see, I think the most customers are just happy with us giving them the opportunity to choose how to pay their invoices.
Right.
Traditionally, it's been only online banking and account to account. And you can compare that with, 20 years ago in the store, you had to bring cash to pay for everything. No one is carrying cash anymore. It's old-fashioned.
Yeah.
So I think it's time to do the same with invoices. You can compare account to cash payment, and it's about time we can choose how to pay our invoices and with which card or however you want to pay it.
Right. Now, I think when I think about bills, there's of course the say household bills like electricity, utilities. So you mentioned the kindergarten, which if you don't pay and you get a an annoying letter saying you haven't paid, and then you feel bad about it, and then eventually you pay. But I think there's some companies that actually will charge you interest and penalties and fees. And if I was cynical, I would say that some of the part of their business model is based on getting money from those penalties and fees and interest that they charge you.
Of course.
So have you had any or what's been the competitive response that you've seen from some of those companies in the market that perhaps might not want to see you helping customers avoid paying fees by paying on time?
Well, the banks have been uncooperative from day one, actually.
Surprise.
Yeah. But I think that's we could see that coming because they see us as a competitor and not a partner. Because we take a larger cut. We take customers away from their platform and into ours.
Yeah.
And we also share the invoice digital infrastructure with the banks. So our customers don't have to go into their online bank anymore to pay bills.
Of course, right.
Because they get them in the app, and they have full control in the app. And that's what we are. We are invoice paying platform.
Yeah.
So when you go into your online bank, you have a whole lot of different things. You have grocery, you have, everything is in there, and it can be a bit messy maybe. So I think most customers are happy that in our app you can treat your invoices, and you can have statistics, and you can have full control of your invoices.
Yeah. Nothing
else. It's, so that's what we're aiming for, to be the best invoice platform.
Right.
Yeah.
What if I was to ask one of your users, what do you think about Billkill? What would they say?
I think we have really engaged customers. They really they tell us when something. If it's something they want or if it's something they're happy about. And we get that all the time. And of course we listen to them. So we have developed several things in the app that comes from wishes from our customers. And but most of them are really happy that we give them this opportunity. And of course it's a choice. You can choose to pay your invoices traditionally in the online bank. But we can see that more and more people are choosing to pay by card. Right. And we also give them a better overview. It's easy. It should be easy to pay a bill in Billkill.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit more about your user base. How big is it, and is it mostly based in Norway?
Yeah, we are only in Norway at the moment.
Okay.
And we have payment transactions is about 15 to 20 million Norwegian kroner every month.
Okay.
And turnover is 500,000 to $1 million each month, Norwegian kroner. And I think, and all that is reached organically by us. We haven't done any marketing.
Wow.
So I think that shows us that we have hit kind of a niche in the bank and financing world that hasn't existed before.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. Right, now let me ask you, this is more of a personal question.
Yeah.
What drove you to take a job as a COO of a fintech?
Yeah, I needed a change. I have worked in a large company and just needed a change. So I saw the position and I thought that I need to do this. I need to at least apply. And then I talked to our CEO on the interview, and they are extremely dedicated core team. Really strong foundation. So I got more interested, and I think a bit of luck, and yeah, I'm really happy. It was a lot of appliance for that position.
Right.
So I'm really glad to now be part of the core team, because yeah, it's joyful to work with them.
Wow.
And it suits me that we are a small team, because or a small and dedicated team.
Yeah.
And we're probably going to be for a while. Let's see. But I would rather have a bit much to do than nothing to do, and so every one of us do everything. That's really cool.
I think this is the first time I've ever heard someone talk about their job as being joyful.
Yeah.
And that says a lot. I think that says a lot about the culture of the company and about what you're doing at Kill Bill. So that's that's a very complimentary thing to say.
I'm really happy about it. And you know, when you go to bed Sunday night, and before I could think that work again Monday, but now it's like, yeah, work.
Bring it on.
Yeah, bring it. So that's cool.
And is there anything that you've been surprised when you compare working for a fintech versus your past life working for a corporate, that you think like, oh, I wasn't expecting this?
Yeah. The decision making, for example, that you come from corporate where every decision has to be discussed and over again. It's and everyone thinks it's a good idea, but it takes so long time to make that decision. But here we have in-house developing, for example. We can turn around in a second, so we can decide within one day if we want to do something new or not.
Yeah. Wow.
So that's the biggest difference, I think, and also that all the people I work with are really dedicated. We want this. We want this to succeed, and we want to invest to get there.
Okay. Well, that's really cool. Yeah. Let's just close our chat today. Tell us about the vision for BillKill. What can we expect to see in the next 2 to 3 years?
We want to expand, first and foremost, to Europe, and of course develop further. And I think we don't know exactly, but of course expanding is into several countries.
Yeah.
That's the main goal. How we get there and when we get there, we'll see, but soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we look forward to seeing BillKill in the other Nordic markets.
Thank you.
I think it's a great value proposition, and I mean, who wouldn't want to have a gamified experience of that rewards them for paying bills on time? I mean, if we have to do it anyway, well, we might as well just get rewarded for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, thanks so much for coming and speaking to us.
Thank you for having me.